So the movie opens with the view of train track, and immediately we are shown the time of 1968, when Paul had made a Skyview restaurant to surprise Iris. Iris gets very excited, and for the commercial of this restaurant, a picture is also taken of Iris and Paul with a view of this tower. And finally, these people come inside the restaurant. The restaurant's floor was made of glass. Everything was visible from below. And there was anyway, she went to Paul and he brought her to the top view terrace, where he proposes to Iris for marriage. Iris gets excited and accepts his marriage proposal, and also gives him this good news that she is pregnant. And with this, Paul was also very happy. Here, Iris notices that the singer's son was also present here, and that naughty child throws his coin from top to bottom. The coin is shown to us that instead of falling on the ground, a vacuum pressure from AC outdoor unit drew it in, while Iris was standing in the stable spot this time, so she was able to save herself. The coin that was spinning inside this duct, it comes out from there and goes to another place, and it causes leak while hitting with the gas pipe, due to which the live kitchen restaurant also catches fire above. Consequently, that singer is also died, and Iris hides under the piano to save herself. To save herself, Iris came to the lift, which was completely full of people. Before the lift could go down, a man comes under the lift and gets crushed. The lift gets damaged like this, and all the people inside the lift are also died. When she went back up, half part of the restaurant was also leaned on one side. Moving inside it, people were saving their lives. Only a piano had maintained the balance of this whole part. That coin that was spinning in the duct came and fell on this piano. The balance loses, and this part of the restaurant also fell down, and the people present in it were also died. Iris was also shown a son of that singer, whom she caught. She wanted to take him, saving his life, but the ground below him also cracked. To save herself, she put the ring in the middle of two iron rods, but then her hand wounded, and the ring took off. And like this, Iris and that child also fell down and were died. And here, a girl suddenly screamed, and we knew that what we saw was the hallucinations of a girl named Stefani. She was sitting in her class at this time, and because of her screaming, her class gets disturbed. When her professor asked her about this, Stefani told her that I keep getting such hallucinations and scary visions. Even at night, she woke up screaming after seeing this scary dream. And then her roommate advised her that you should go and talk to your family about this. She came to her house, met her dad, met her good brother, with whom she had a very good bonding, and they both went to their uncle's house, who was their mother's brother. They had a lot of attachment with their cousins. Everyone was enjoying here that Iris asks her uncle about her grandmother Iris. That is, Iris, whom we saw in Stefani's visions, was her grandmother. Her uncle gets angry at Stefani after hearing her mother's name and tells her that your grandmother has died for us. She has gone mad. She left us and started living on an island, after which she never came to meet us. Because of this, your mother's mental condition also deteriorated and she also left us. Her uncle left after saying all to her, but her aunt helped her and gave her the letters sent by Iris, her address, and some things of Iris. Among these things, there was also that photo that Paul and Iris had captured in front of the Skyview restaurant. Seeing this, Stefani was very shocked. This picture, this restaurant, all this came in her vision. Now, to meet Iris, Stefani went to that deserted island, where there was a house, but the condition of this house was poor. In her security camera, Stefani introduced herself, so Iris called her inside the house. Iris was also very excited to see Stefani. She asks Stefani about her mother, so Stefani tells her that our mother had left us in childhood. Here, Stefani tells Iris the main thing that I visualized, you and Grandpa in front of the Skyview restaurant. And that restaurant was being destroyed. You all were dying. I have this nightmare, this vision, every day and night. Here, Iris tells her that the visions that you have, I also used to see all these visions. And because of those visions, I was able to save everyone in that major accident happened at that day. That day, I had taken that coin from that child's hand, because of which the whole incident had happened. And then the floor of the restaurant that was broken. I already knew that. That's why I went and announced in the microphone that the floor is going to collapse. Because of this, people left there earlier, and in this way, many people were saved from death. Stefani asks surprisingly, "Did you save everyone's life at that day?" So Iris says, "Yes, that day I saved everyone's life by deceiving death." But death continued to chase those people. Death started playing games with those people who were saved in that incident. Death started looking for those people and killing them. Not only those people, but even if they had children, death was killing them too. And if some of the people present there were saved from death, and whose children were born after that incident, death started killing them too. Because if those people had died in this incident, their children would not have been born. Death was killing people one after the other when it was killing the people of that incident. Then I realized these facts. Death also took Paul into the disease of cancer and killed him. And then I realized that next time it is mine to deceive death. I came here and hid. If I die, then death will kill your mother, her brother, her children, and even you and your brother. But as long as I am alive, nothing will happen to you all. Stefani asks, "So why am I getting these visions?" So Iris said, "Because now death is behind us." Hearing this, Stefani was very scared. Then Iris gave her a book in which the details of survivors of that incident were present as how they died later. Their stories were written, and also the ways by which death can be deceived. Stefani found these things nonsense. She did not take this book, and she said to Iris that I will come to meet you again. Saying this, she went out. Iris, who had not come out of this cabin for years, decided to come in front of death. Stefani did not believe her words, so Iris said, "Now see my death." Here we saw that gas leaked from one place. One thing was disrupted by the gas leak, then the other. Similarly, as a series of connection, something came into Iris's face and stabbed her from behind, and Iris died there. Now Stefani began to believe Iris's words. 2 days later, Iris's funeral was held, on which Stefani's mother also came. Now Stefani was understanding that if there will be a next death, it will be of Stefani's mother. To save her mother, she began to read the book given by Iris, in which Iris had also hidden that coin, because of which she had saved the people from that accident happened that day. Understanding a glass broke here, and a piece of glass fell into the pieces of ice. Everyone was taking ice from here. This piece of ice went into Stefani's uncle's glass, and he placed the glass aside, going there. Also, all the other things present here changed their place, little by little, as if everything is happening according to a plan. The glass falls from Stefani's uncle's hand, and a piece of glass gets stabbed in his feet. Because of the pain, he falls there. Because of his fall, the vibration that occurs in the ground here, a tool falls on a machine that cuts grass. That machine starts and suddenly moves on Stefani's uncle's face and kills him by crushing his whole face. With this terrible death, everyone was very scared. Stefani was very scared. Now she explains to the whole family that how death is on their trail. She told that even after saving the tower that day by Iris, death began to target all those who survived in that tower, collapsing. Death completely killed them and their family. And now, only their family and the family of another boy were alive. Stefani tells them that first Iris died, then her eldest son. In this way, after the death of her uncle, it is the turn of her daughter. And here, when my mom dies, then I will die. Everyone listened to Stefani, but no one believed her. Even her uncle's children, her cousins, got angry with her that she is making fun of her dad's death. There was only one person here who believed Stefani. She was Stefani's mom. But Stefani was not talking to her mom well. Here we are shown the eldest son of the uncle in his piercing shop. He finishes his work and closes his shop. And as a memory of his dad, he gets a portrait tattooed on his hand. At this time, he was wearing a pin in his nose. Here, the piercing of his nose is shown, and suddenly a fan is turned on above, with which there was a magnetic chain that gets stuck with his nose piercing. As fan turned on, the chain also spun, and that boy also started twisting. There was a lot of kerosene below, in which his lighter ignited the fire. He frees himself from that chain, but falls into the fire below. We see that the fire caught in the shop. As soon as Stephanie knows that the fire broke out in his shop, she decides to go to his shop as the sun rises. But he comes in front of her car and stops them. It was surprising that he did not get any injury except his arm. They are talking carefreely that a high-speed truck comes here and shook him. But it does not harm him. Seeing this, he says to Stephanie, "See, I told you that nothing will happen to me." Here, Stephanie felt that her words were nonsense. Instead of paying attention to his words, she was paying attention to the things on the road. Which things can harm him? A garbage truck passes from here, so Stephanie tells her to stay away from it. But he goes and hugs the truck, and really, nothing happens to her. Now this boy says to Stephanie, "See, I told you that you are overthinking it." The other sister of that boy also goes for a walk, and then suddenly her foot hits a ball. Because of this, she goes inside the garbage basket, and the truck drivers quickly throws her in their truck. The three of them also witness this happening. The three of them go and try to stop that truck quickly. Stephanie, without caring for her life, she climbs on top of that truck to save her. But it was shown that the garbage was being crushed inside, and in this machine, that girl's body was also shattered into pieces. Only her hand was left in Stephanie's hand, and she died. Everyone had depressed because of her death. Stephanie's brother says to her, "You were right." But at this time, Stephanie did not believe her assumption, because she was thinking that the girl who died, her elder brother, should have died. Then their aunt came and revealed a big truth. Actually, that boy was not the real son of Stephanie's uncle. Because of this, he did not die, but his sister died, who was the elder daughter of her uncle. And listening to this, Stephanie was shocked. Everyone was with Stephanie now because everyone had started believing her. The girl who died, her younger brother says to Stephanie, "It means it is my turn now. Stephanie, I don't want to die. Will you help me?" Stephanie says, "I want to save, but I don't know what's going to happen next." Then her brother says to her, "Look, you had already figured out what was going to happen. You will understand. Just observe your surroundings." Stephanie remembers that Iris told her about a boy who had survived that day. He was still working in a hospital today. He was alive, and he had also tricked death. He knew how to trick death, so these people decide to go to him. When all these people come here and call his name JD, he gets surprised. He was only called Iris by this name. These people ask him, "How do you know Iris?" He told, "When the tower incident happened, I was there. I was the singer's son." Knowing this, Stephanie also remembered the whole vision, and she also recognized him. This man also tells that Iris had come to meet him many years ago because she wanted to trick death for her husband Paul. But after a lot of effort, these people could not save his life. Stephanie asks, Are there any such people who had escaped this death? Then that man responds, yes, there are two persons who cheated death, but not like this. Death first won. Death first hunted them and they died. But after a while, they were revived by the efforts of doctors or someone else. And after that, death did not chase them. Stefani says to him, please, you can help us in this work. Help us. But that man says, no, I have also cheated death at once after embracing it, but I also have to die because I am suffering from cancer, and everyone has to die one day.